You talk terrible when you're silly. Will you come home 12 to 3? Nope. Why not? Women. Sneak 'em in. Maybe that Margie. Now, Ethan, don't you talk like that. Margie's a good friend. She'd give you the shirt off her back. Yeah? Where'd you get the shirt? That's Pilgrim talk again. I bet you anything we're related. She's got pirate blood. Oh, you're just silly again. Here is your list. She tucked it in his breast pocket. Seems like a lot, but it's Easter weekend, don't forget, and 2 dozen eggs, don't forget. You're going to be late. I know. Might miss a 2-bit sale from Marullo. Why 2 dozen? For dying. Allen and Mary Ellen asked specifically. You better go. Okay, Bugflower. But can't I just go up and beat the hell out of Allen and Mary Ellen? You spoil them rotten, Eth. You know you do. Farewell, O ship of state, he said, and slammed the screen door after him and went out into the green gold morning. He looked back at the fine old house, his father's house and his great-grandfather's, white-painted shiplap with a fanlight over the front door, and Adam decorations and a widow's walk on the roof. It was deep set in the greening garden among lilacs 100 years old, thick as your waist, and swelling with buds. The elms of Elm Street joined their tops and yellowed out in new coming leaf. The sun had just cleared the bank building and flashed on the silvery gas tower, starting the kelp and salt smell from the old harbor. Only one person in early Elm Street, Mr. Baker's red setter, the banker's dog, Red Baker, who moved with slow dignity, pausing occasionally to sniff the passenger list on the elm trunks. Good morning, sir. My name is Ethan Allen Hawley. I've met you in pissing. Red Baker stopped and acknowledged the greeting with a slow sway of his plumed tail. Ethan said, I was just looking at my house. They knew how to build in those days. Red cocked his head and reached with a hind foot to kick casually at his ribs. And why not? They had the money. Whale oil from the 7 seas, and spermaceti. Do you know what spermaceti is? Red gave a whining sigh. I see you don't. A light, lovely rose-smelling oil from the head cavity of the sperm whale. Read Moby Dick, dog. That's my advice to you. The setter lifted his leg on the cast-iron hitching post at the gutter. Turning to walk away, Ethan said over his shoulder, And make a book report. You might teach my son. He can't even spell spermaceti or anything. Elm Street runs at an angle into High Street, 2 blocks from the old Ethan Allen Hawley house. Halfway down the first block, a delinquent gang of English sparrows were fighting on the new-coming lawn of the Elgar house, not playing, but rolling and picking and eye-gouging with such ferocity and so noisily that they didn't see Ethan approach. He stopped to watch the battle. Birds in their little nests agree, he said. So why can't we? Now there's a bunch of horse crap for you. You kids can't get along even on a pretty morning, and you're the bastards St. Francis was nice to. Screw! He ran at them, kicking, and the sparrows rose with a whispered roar of wings, complaining bitterly in door-squeak voices. Let me tell you this, Ethan said after them. At noon the sun will darken, and a blackness will fall on the earth, and you will be afraid. He came back to the sidewalk and proceeded on his way. The old Phillips house in the 2nd block is a boarding house now. Joey Morphy, teller at the First National, came out of the front door. He picked his teeth and straightened his tattersall waistcoat and said, Hi, to Ethan. I was just going to call on you, Mr. Hawley, he said. Why do they call it Good Friday? It's from the Latin, said Joey. Goodus, godilius, goodum, meaning lousy. Joey looked like a horse, and he smiled like a horse, raising a long upper lip to show big square teeth. Joseph Patrick Morphy, Joey Morphy, Joey Boy, the Morph, a real popular guy for one only a few years at New Baytown. A joker who got off his gags veily-eyed like a poker player, but he whinnied at other people.